ma edi ahim na watwene mu nyina wi ase afa na nyina no ye de abapono so na ya twene sre ne abasa enenso enye da foforo ya hihye bibi kama pa ye de ebro Sergio Manucho enemy producer Same director na fe ebo camera crew nyina no ayekado midin ede obin kwaku Andy I know from maestro the ultimate anamatana sia ye de nsem nyina no ede ebro ene ye hye nsem na se wa ma no dia champions again born Real Madrid, in fact, the Madridistas, Umetimia clinch the ultimate in the Spanish La Liga last time, 2017, and Omopique the trophy. Now, Ken Zinedine Zidane, the comeback, with me prove his power, a tactician, and Yasim Kuma, a lot of colorful experiences, and then etimi etuda. Madrid are champions, and Koma, and the Jibra, Ibirum Kaka, not yet, but another Ghanaian youngster or starting the game, but Right to Dream Academy. Eko Norgeland and they were signing a 5-year deal with Ajax Amsterdam. Kudus Mohammed, fantastic young chap. Remember, say Ghana and South Africa, a qualifier in Cape Coast, with me blasted a very wonderful game by all standard. Remember, and said Coach Kwesi Appiah and they discovered that wonderful player. No, you better check a credit or contracts and say no. Na fi room abra my special guest at chance no. The sound semni nyina but in the week Ghana ha no in the local scene no ya dia and semno mo diniye pa we say the executive council of the GFA asset the 27th of August said yenko congress and I'm say ya twene ne ya twene china and sem bebre yekoya amendment the back and forth in the doson and omaji atum say yenko congress no clubs no are ready members are ready stakeholders no and sembe na omoka ni nyina no ye de sansem ni nyina no e de basanso no October omo am a tentative date say ye hwese ebetimi start the next season of the Ghana Premier League possible ara say possible and am say restrictions no kra no the president yet say obe easy ni nyina no enti sankomo ni nyina no ye bedi na ye de but the biggest issue in the week the disbursement of FIFA COVID-19 relief fund say ye tia na COVID aba na FIFA achiche sika de ama member associations na ene uko Senegal sika ni nyina mu che de ama clubs no uko Nigeria uma chama clubs no uko Cameroon uma chama clubs no but oba Ghana ye de no ayebo achibidin ekwan ya the esco fa so che sika no ene clubs no omko kwa pai ebi so omunsum ene uko new ade biase a the bank ruler watch say sika no o de esraka on pese sika no clubs administrators ni bibiri na reject sika no Sasika FIFA de ba say F in nchema members no any ade nyina no de FIFA kafa ho document ne da ha ene yenya club administrator ba ko hanma ye be wura sasika mum na fai asan etimi edin kuma sanso na cars nkomo no na ye hwe ani mu say Friday nanka verdict be ba cars so tro krata de ba say we what the kwache the 4th of next month enti eye one fair say kwaku Palmer versus the GFA cars case no and so postpone san komo nyina no ye de ato bama no so anopa ye bedi komo e wo ma enye asenko tu ne mentina kopem se 12 bebo na ya sorry jumadi so once again we did my show ma me twa me homra ye ba for back live on Adom TV. Jumedi no Agoro Ne Fom memende bia ni hia na agudi mu nsem no ye di ho enkomo pa. And a special guest football administrator, communication director ma Mediema Sporting Club. Patrick Akutu ono ene me special guest ene live on the show. Patrick, good morning.
Good morning. Papa Maestro housekeeping.
You have a career.
Na menekini. The music crack.
Ye share biem.
And
for God and country,
in our pocket. God and country, God and country is good, but in our pocket, it's in our
and also come on. Patrick, a minute, you started discussions and you know table is to do. Exhausting, but Madrid are champions. Kudus Mohammed and a mega deal to Ajax Amsterdam, Ghanaian youngster.
I'll focus on Kudus. Okay. Me Mintanka European football. It's in Madrid, we are champions. It's good for them. Hala Madrid.
Yeah.
It's in November, most supported for any energy. Yeah. Our fun is now. Kudus move, no. Yeah. And you're good for Ghana football. This is a youngster, or spending 6 years. All right to dream. Yeah. In fact, or a native of Nima. Say, share the trajectory of Mohamed Kudus over the period. Now share the performance why right to dream. I was spending 6 years between 2012 to 2018. Tom Venom decided say they will move on from Ghana to Nordjylland.
Yeah.
I call initially na kakra. But within January, within by June, July, and I know breaking into the senior team. His talent is immense. It's immeasurable.
22 games no Bomba Nordjylland.
Yes.
11 goals no share.
Fantastic. In fact, say how na clubs epeno. Na say ye church or internet see. Now so follow Ghana so can it over the period that every single day I will monitor the Danish media, the Spanish media, the English media. It's all about Kudus.
Yeah.
Manchester 4-pay, Chelsea 4 were linked, Real Madrid 4-pay. But I think say the handlers for not taking a very important decision.
Okay.
It's only 19 years. Say one careful. Now Kudus catch CCA Bibri. So Uncle Madrid, he will fade out. If you have to in place Bibri Krumha.
Adia, for example.
Adia. Or call worker by also call AC Milan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, AC Milan, really? And said I need Yaman. Abia, Unyeskakra, but the career did not flourish as expected. Clearly, no, this is a young chap, Oko Ayas. Ayas, look, my shoe, a club will be a womre, Ubenya Botre, or spending 5 years.
Yeah. Till 2025. Yes, and the young talent Ayas, no, 19, 20.
A good hunting ground for youngsters. Send them to me, now develop into a world-class player. I mean, our potential to be a world-class player, but of course, a lot will depend on his attitude. I know they mean that now. A lot will depend, Maestro, on his attitude. Sometimes you players are more talent, more talent, but you know, and it goes beyond just a
yeah.
And so we say a positive attitude,
okay,
both on the pitch and off the pitch. It's in the attitude, you know, will be key and central to how well he progresses. I said Champions League or Europe 4 times, so yes, small club, but one of the best academies in the world, if not the best in the world. Methodology, principles, what they stand for, no, it fits perfectly into what Kudus can do. You know Kudus. We had the chance one with the Black Stars.
Because you discover. I remember because you appeared in the background. The Black Stars management committee besides and a player with the Okofan Bay.
And so beside and then come one. Go every other follow. By any one, we are on the tail of Ghanaian players abroad here. We knew the quality that the youngster brings to bear. The near thing. He has the flair. Or a player be a or a versatile.
Yeah.
At a point in Nordjylland, was a natural on your striker. Yes. Or play in a more deep lying role. But Nordjylland is pointing not about us number 9 as the real forward.
Didi Dramani can the same thing.
Yes, you can play on the wings. It's or you're versatile to not play with me about 2, 3, 4 positions. In the meantime, the other ball what will be the thing I will send them because which mean more technical explanation. Just if you are born, you will be there. You could see a book my king. What you are born will be. Sure. Just it's a good move for the youngster. I mean, Ajax is a good learning ground. It's a developmental place, which means I develop and blossom into a superstar in the person. At least by 2025, if all things be equal, nobody be 24 years. Now I feel that he's mature. I feel no let me stake a claim. Say I want to play for Manchester United. My team I'm supposed to Europe. Manchester United. You know, become the perhaps and at Chelsea and at Real Madrid. And that time I'm mature or no man I'm mature or best in your opportunity to play in Europe alongside these same clubs. So many am the youngster, many am the people of Nima. I can see say a Nija Bahu Yipa. I mean, on perhaps the second player or real Nima indigenous from Mohamed Poloa or rising to stardom. It's an exciting contract for the man. Forget about the money involved. For a youngster, because any young Ghana player or a teenager, you are highest than any in Ghanaian history.
In recent times.
Yes, 9 million euros. It's a huge. It's a good move for the player. He must keep his eye on the ball. He must be well grounded, and he must look at the attitude. And I'm emphasizing on the word attitude because attitude no. It's the attitude is important. and you can see he must eschew complacency. Say the team in there. Look, there's a short. You say no, he's been left with a massive responsibility. Look, these are the future of Black Stars.
Of course,
this is the future of Ghana football.
And we be as say Ghanaian players, you who so more, you know, ebi who man on Ethiopia, ebi who na Moldova. See, ebi a youngster from Ghanaian background, obi timenya a heartbreaking contract. Say, yeah, affects your Black Stars.
Of course, it's in could you say? I mean, there's another young chap also, Kamal Dean. Yeah. Okoye Andra was 2 against Midland. He's also playing well. I mean, Nordland is turning out to be because of right to dream. Tom Vernon Martin, right to dream, Aquato Nordland need to know. Or the Ghana Fauna Cup. There are a lot of it's become a hub. There's a lot of Ghanaian players who Kudus deal is a master stroke by all standards for a teenager. He must. So the attitude is important, and no, you continue to monitor him. You be support him in every way. Because national team need to win the cup. Yeah, Adane goes to become a caricature of a Latin soap opera. You need to win the you need to win the Afghan. Kind of win anybody. Even though they say even man you go to home there, but the joy.
But you ever room had there.
Of course, but that's on a lighter note. But a good deal for the man and for the youngster. I'm happy for him, and we'll be monitoring him. We'll be supporting him. We'll be praying for him because we are religious, so we'll be praying for him. But he must keep his eye on the ball, imbibe positive attitude, focus, listen. And and develop and grow, and he will blossom into a superstar. I have no doubts about that in my mind.
Okay, and I know you come Patrick Akoto, the Kudus Mohammed mega deal to Ajax Amsterdam, 5 years, 9 million euros, and yes, Kaketwa. And enough of that. Yeah, Bana, Yabedi, a casting come but you share the basis of a casting come baby, a free, a baby, a club administrator. In fact, we are a football person. We need more. Obi at TV no ho a wo see dey kra na Pama dey FNA e call cars nya dey my background knowledge about it.
Well, every say perhaps you be a man na meet me background knowledge because Ghana for you na be name, but just to recap say post normalization.
Yeah.
Yenim ne komu number 12 2008 Ora Kwesinya Ntachi administration in the era no was brought to an end after a 13-year spell. Na Dr. Kofi Amoah
2018
2018 yes FIFA who say na it was important say be on the normalization ba because that Amafo had thought say Ediaka Nyantechi free one and come take over but let me say plan it was not going fine there was no way it was going to happen say if there was any plan which was hard to get Nyantechi out we are take over it was never going to happen it's now it was important say there was no choice left in the scheme of things, but to bring normalization.
Okay.
Normalization by normally go through a number of processes to review the statutes, processes for elections. At the point, FIFA, Edema, task normalization for
the mandate.
The mandate. Thank you very much. You know, clearly, the final one was the elections. No more handover. The election, and I'm for contest here. I said there were issues about integrity. We talked about the word integrity, credibility, integrity. But fuck, I say integrity. And now, we now go through the process.
Okay.
Almost and penny for the vetting committee for almost say, Ura Palma, Senka, Utia 10% be, Emma the Ghana Football Association because we play at Joseph Painter. Now we move from Federations, Hungarian team, Genk, Belgium. I said Kutia some 10% commission, but when again there was issue what can be about say indemnity
payment
no
executive council member
relative to the Black Stars is an inability to me and it's obu feel say how it's in and bet on those two no feel say when Chiadia and where is the integrity Dr. Kofi Amoah okokasa we bia am for tape no never bonte say disqualified. This guy. You know, so Palmer was called this guy, and then this guy was disqualified. So this guy was federally disqualified.
Okay.
Now knowing Wilfredo Sekwekuno, he was not going to take it lightly. And said occurred through the process. Indeed, Palmer decided say or tested the law.
Okay.
Now or clear him. I'm for him say look, say Palmer and Kokasa. sa sobo tabono say that can tabono that is no it will remain a scar on its integrity our building over the years forever
e be say atimi ashati na future bia
political
ambition
say but me lead the Ghana because he's more than competent, he's more than capable to lead the Ghana Football Association at any point in time. And you know then who be here say or the court of arbitration for sports now or court seeking for reliefs for reliefs no seeking. In fact before that when some kaya now a person can election they can hold it on and I said normally those ones and I can for one time and grant it because it doesn't matter, let the process go on. Oba no whatever it is, the release no say admissible. We will grant you those release based on the law. Anything I can say. Of course, the major one here number 4 no. Number 4. Number 4 no. But the number 4 no will be contingent right from number 1 because if number 1 is about the fact say near course so on October 25th, 2019 no, it's null and void. If that is granted that is null and void, automatically it will trickle down to number 4. To the other release. Of course, because if it's null and void, maybe no lawyer there, but if it is null and void, it is what it is. Lawyers. Number 4 in relief 4 no. The Palmer ACQ workers was an order directed at respondents to conduct fresh elections, giving each candidate a fair chance of contesting, same based on the respondents' rules. And the respondent, the Ghana Football Association. And to say a grantee way there, that is a cast share the GFA said, you may quite to Mobia me contest it, near a fresh election. Nafi, and any other. Just to Honor Cagano, say, Oshe, the real corner. Look, all this drama, this drama of cast could have been avoided if Palmer was just allowed to contest the elections. But holding this opinion from day one, that I find it extremely inconceivable how Palmer was disqualified. On that grounds, maybe it is in court, so we wait for the court to decide. But of course, these are football and as a football laws in a pocket lawyers, like and I wonder. Look, I'll be scandalized if Palmer loses this case. I'm telling you, I'll be surprised. But of course, if granting of release there also, the first day I granted man does not necessarily mean say you go to Bafufro. But there's still the possibility say be man no they be granting the release ni be. But here intimi fresh election. Exactly, because say it is possible because say you man compensation. Okay. But then the issue is compensation from where? No, but already we can $22,000 or euros for the FA, so now they are going to pay back. But you see, compensation means that it's so it must go beyond the 44,000. No, that one is the legal fee and the legal fee, fantastic. And then compensation. So, but the question I'm asking is compensation from where? Who is going to pay the GF? Respondents, of course. You must pay compensation. Of course. Good. But all this could have been avoided if the man was allowed to contest. Allow him to contest. So call election. No loser. On him say he went for an election. Sorry. Already the free year. Miaminia, Nana Amanda Clinton, and the lawyer back on the dean doesn't come to mind. Lawyer again. Ankama. George Ankama. Why? When they lost the election, are they not living their lives? Oh, yeah, okay. You realize, is life not continuing? So why didn't you allow the man to contest? Your election in October. Number 1. Okay. Palmer court. Or the FA, or the FA. And even that got the normalization. The defunct normalization court. So if not that, okay, we need or the peace of mind. I'm ready for my young child from Ryan. Come on, Baba share a queer fast one. Fifth carrier chair and the outcome. Adom TV Sunni, a train wabba. Adom TV live Agoro Ne Fom Jumedi na so ene wani guso a wo hwe Jumedi medi de oben kwaku Andy ano afeme maestro the ultimate Adom TV the special guest Patrick Akutu communication director Mediama Sporting Club. Patrick you about the disbursement but answer na no medim say cars Palmer against Dreams FC case no call cars no omo tentative date duru o mo san postpone this particular one o ma sign seeking for extension and as a postponement about does it have
an effect on the outcome of it?
I mean, they can. I don't know. Say that discussion engaging in engaging in an exercise in conjecturing. And I say, meaning the cars for an minimum. And I said, first time, or mama, they say, verdict. Now, you postpone it. Why? Court, even open court, you said you postpone it. And never to miss it.
Because you can't say, oh, face our buying and a shade now.
Oh, whatever. Because you see, I don't want to be, if cars become compromised, then global sports, of course. The cars, and you're the final arbiter. If the global tribunal is compromised or is compromised, and after the global tribunal no yet me compromising now, then we are doomed.
Compromising chichim.
Say, obi to me ekose na ochinchimo we are doomed. It no I mean this is possible.
Okay.
Because in Chrome ha any chinchim system no. Chrome dey.
Easy sao.
Exactly, because you see, as you question the integrity of people are say omo bomb bra. So look, omo motika say get it for no lawyers kukudamu. Omo to me bugu FIFA so. Omo bugu IAAF athletics.
We find yeah. Now no crash there buy for
Man City for it no. Me tell say omo dey attend training every year juma. I don't think that possible after say cars. No, I don't think so. And theories. They don't know it's allowed in the media space for theory. And when say comic relief theories. But that is the final arbiter. Omu can we are your cars be decided on this matter no. Papa Maestro. It's only baby I could be yapon.
Okay. And I don't know and about the 4th of August and the final verdict will cast
all this drama could have been avoided if the process people had been allowed to contest. Look at where we are now. Back at the time palpitation and anxiety in the system. Anxiety which could have been avoided if people were allowed to contest. Because I'm not sure everybody who contested Obia were 100%. No, I don't think everybody was 100%. Allow the people to contest. When they lose the election, they know someone lose the election. Oh, now we are back to where we are for 10 months. After 2 weeks or 3 weeks to election. Should we have for pressure?
Quite in favor of a Palmer, not possibly a rerun there. Then it will affect
we're still in a time. The process is because if Palmer had been allowed to contest, we will not be here talking about cars. We will not be here. Allow the man to contest.
Okay.
There's equity. Allow the man to contest.
Mati. Yeah, fano entry home na fi yen said e city me ba cho message bia 050486293 050486293 odiba na makenkan edema. Yemra FIFA COVID-19 relief fund 1.8 million Senegal chene de perfecto wachama clubs nyina oko Cameroon na why omo de kama pa sanso na woko Nigeria crowd there Amaju Panic or the NFF president says before best start season club sign this can be cross signing but in our case no I different and then I have the budget omo ye ni now national men senior team $17,000 national men team B $15,000 national men under 23 $12,000 national men under 20 $32,000 national boys under 17 $33,000 on and on ebedras here your health insurance for players $26,000 professional footballers association of Ghana $2,000 match commissioners cameramen and women referees venue media officers media capacity building where I strongly oppose to and disagree fully media capacity building. Now, yeah, the $7,000 special GACA security services coaches and so many other issues. My problem is that now clubs may reject it. Abdul Salam Yakubu knew I'd say was this kind of their chomum. Now no Major Kwame Ban Be United was so disappointed in a year woman representing Division 1 so I mean Oruboy Commodore everybody is in fact you are firing the system. What is actually wrong from the position of media?
Well, the said Mekasa, of course, Mekasa from the position of Mediama.
Mediama, okay.
And now from the position say Menya Quenya say make some Premier League clubs.
Yeah.
Na nyamencha the Premier 18 Premier League clubs no maestro yinhia ukwada nyame gua ukwada mpenifo say 18 Premier League teams no yebehia.
Okay.
Say obatan ko kese ne na GFA. Yeah. Omo de omo we na ba wo say na medical calculator no eno ni o we calculator no calculator na kasa ni wo de ton no we anya ne de na nyame boa yehia Wednesday a and yebehu the position of Premier League clubs on the disbursements. But on the face value,
okay.
Me say FA4 no a lot of some explanations to do.
Yeah.
Ebia senior yeti hanoma yeka especially with national teams, with legal club competitions, with the year much channel. Ebia ne wo ebinum wo if anything issues wo ho. But ebia na there are say FA4 my explanations be perhaps a better amount for them assume.
Okay.
But until those explanations ebeba the media war and the anger will continue to suffice. Indeed, sika dey say $1 billion and a year cha ntoka beba. Sika people will drop.
I don't fairly.
People, it doesn't really look who defines what is fairly. Fairly is subjective.
Okay.
The word fairly is subjective. Because where the ubenya be as you be. Name so if you say the sika dey be kono, and you can say kokodia, and the problem is
unfair.
Now, the issue about FA4 no.
Yeah.
It's so to me eboa me. No more church remu near tiasie. I want to give the FA sebi the ESCO for no almost so after the FIFA near FIFA communicated by no. We should not create the impression say executive council for no they've not also looked at the issues about national teams so kind of the payment of cost the participation of national teams of all 8 categories in the rest of the competitions.
Yeah.
We must understand, maestro.
But yes, you say national teams will come on. I have banned the bomb.
No, why? Who say OBS argument now? Then I my pause, now my reflecting. A good point to make. First of all, FIFA bet ain't me issue. They cannot issue a targeted communique.
Okay.
Only issue a universal communique. Now, universal communique, no, the FIFA dream no montinum can say, then you must use what system no what will fit into the system. And you know, say if countries be, it's not all countries know we are say and our national team are buying a share.
Okay.
So what I say, yeah. If for instance Nigeria federation the two coaches
national team coaches in can okay.
Na Nigeria make say or the size can am a national teams now. Me did say a talk we mu kakra. But in a situation that you say the national team, the government is the custodian, the state is the custodian of the national teams.
Okay.
Then the FM must now come and explain to us, Roma, how Black Stars will get $17,000 for what exactly?
Now Black Stars said, account to her. Referring to Black Stars here,
because national men's senior team, I presume
it's the Black Stars.
Because if you want a national men's team B, it means the top on team A. The icon, the icon.
No, but I want us to finish defining Black Stars in this category. Black Stars here, why? Woman be paying because now we don't have any competition.
Yes.
Woman Mutifi. Stephen Appiah do they have an account as they call to Mr. Black Stars?
Fantastic. And nothing FA4 no because FA4 must explain to us about B soccer under 15. Some $40,000 in under 15. For what exactly? Is it logistics? Because say national team no are buying any bokuka.
Of course.
Indeed, say if FA a pre-financier, there's always reimbursement. It's you know FA4 no bibi wo homon country say maestro na reimbursement na ema do they must tell us say misika no kwa omo pre-financier buying tia
but in our case here TB that
okay you know so I'm saying that they must explain to us, you know, that is why I'm asking all these probing questions. These are the questions that must be answered by the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association. It must be answered by the Ghana Football Association. Say, what exactly is going into the national teams? Obi meaning say obi intransigent say Chinchinachi and Lucas national team. Ebia not reason no omomano. Ebia na tosuma. Yebeku entosuma we take it.
Entirely na mustati raise alarm still aro esco nkasa the communication department of the football association.
To me because I don't work at the GFA I don't work at the Ghana Football Association. But Ebia almost so but I expect now say look, there's so much boiling in the system.
Okay.
There is so much anger. Perhaps anger could be born out of miscommunication. It could be born out of misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Of the intention. Because I don't think that FF4 no ever ill intentions say ubisika bani say but say among for say bia and say problematic because look a relief fund.
Yeah.
So obi ako ahuhiehiem. It's in the question of say ahuhiehiem ben na blasters for akom.
Yeah, another good point, yeah.
Ahuhiehiem ben na 15 for ekom. Ahuhiehiem ben na VM for not to bust anybody's bubble. I'm not here to target anybody. Me target you be because you can music be me 15,000 $15,000.
But are you okay, mama?
Oh, of course. Like Oliver Tracy, you ask for more. It's $15,000 for Mediama. To me more one game.
I want him for a local game. $15,000.
He's not saying all Ghana they're saying.
We are close.
Mediama we sleep in the best hotels when we play in the league. Yeah, there's no team in Ghana who sleeps in the best hotels.
Arguable.
Teams, you know, we know where they sleep. Again, when they arguable. When they say arguable, that means they wouldn't even know. Yeah, we know where they sleep.
And so you sleep in better hotels than Kotoko, Ashanti Gold.
My brother, I am telling you, we sleep in the best hotels when we play the league in this country. Mediama. I had a classic name. Lagos is for money competition and the meant to me. But we sleep in the best hotels in this country. We sleep in the best hotels. Yes, that's it. And you know, we are Mediama. We are Mediama. Yeah, just small team.
Okay.
It's $15,000. Anywho. And yes, Mr. Moses Ama, but maybe a Wednesday meeting here, you bet me at your but look,
now meeting Wednesday na Mokoro. More call with Mubenya Ebia Esco for be better meeting because when you say a Premier League class.
About Nipa 5 from Premier League.
Okay.
So Omuko represents your interest.
Yeah.
Executive Council. Omo ba about church mu. Or na be some questions.
Okay.
No more church mu say here ba. Near see because as far as I'm concerned, Ushemu a class say almost declared that, and I find it very difficult to say what Nasika ba would go to your kana. How would that sync with the people? And what ba amanfu who go to your venue media officer ka. But you know what is the this year? But
with that issue, no.
But the clubs, you see, the reason why our federation otherwise normal focus on the clubs and say the clubs are still paying players even though they almost fee. That's the difference. Because match commissioner Duma, one match commissioner or if you Duma.
Yeah. That be an account overhead cost.
Overhead cost they need and change. And they say it is like a coffee fund number.
So another argument is that before this particular one, about $500,000 about. FNC say operational cost. And you know more suspect say Bianca all these overhead costs you know catered for the first one. No.
The clubs are up in arms. And I said make us nyina ebinom o geji. I mean I don't have any main canon any say me evidence my research and I say to know say they are 80% and 20% but say we geji the mood. Say me somebody who's involved, really involved in the football architecture of this country. Now we share the mood of who's a premier for no Ankasai. Yeah. But the anger no more have come from Division 1.
Yeah.
But perhaps maybe and not to bust
maybe when you have $15,000 more for somebody
maybe for Division 1 because the numbers are huge. For Division 1 in total, we have Premier Division. We have $360,000. And a Premier you have $270,000.
Because you are 48 Fantastic. And you are 18.
So maybe it reinforces the course in future. Sad issue now see Division 1.
I'm not 18.
No, not necessarily 18. And I disagree and go 18, but they are 20 and I know. It reinforces that point because if they come here 20 cannot man better him. Shoot you. That is why because So Premier Division 1 pay. It's not possible. It won't happen.
Elsewhere, crashes are Senegal, but the gap, no more is more than 50%.
Good.
15,000, 7,000.
Good. More than half. Maybe because I'm also. But so we share debate in the Korean is hover around the national teams. Because Hong Kong about 320,000.
And I think that Division 1 for the problem in major. And yet, Premier divisions, but the other national teams and other incumbents and
it's concomitant.
What you say? Only when you have free no much and Kakabia.
For no Omadaroma, Begin say, Omo say, National Under 17 tournament men, what exactly is it for future expenditure? And no more share. Because me share from a layman's point of view, like, me share on the face value.
Okay.
Management of Premier League. In the past 7, Dr. MND Jawola ne Japan Linda Hanson Delano 7. Yeah. Mini says Cano almost quotation almost say G5, G10. Obviously say the FA is preparing for next season.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Okay.
And then imagine
okay.
Say if the security ho, it's a great about $40,000 into for operational cost. For the next season. And no, season can they allow that ball, eh? Of course, but management of Division 1. But you see, the debate they say, is it money meant for next season or money meant for relief? And when you're here,
relief.
That is why there's a school of thought say the club should get the lion's share. Because look, management of Women's Premier League, $60,000. $60,000. Wow. That's humongous. So they must explain to us exactly what the $60,000 is meant for the management of Women's Premier League. Exactly what is it? League ya cancel no. And I say. And if we do a reasonable analysis for next season. But a man put us and require the other mobile because you see the original tournament mobile and as a league mobile the money teams over 72 teams so much is can be $830. Meanwhile, FIFA allocated specifically $500,000 for the women's game. Yet a man in $800. I'm saying $160,000 because we have 10,000. We say man there. Say to me a proper amount. Yeah, man. Because can be only down $500,000. It's there are people who think I'm about 500,000 there. We so no almost there. I say I don't know why they decided to say almost 500 and change. Then the abana nka almost counterpart. A man also be shop half an. So my putting here together match. And also no almost do there's so many nagging questions which need answers. So many. Because say relief here, me understanding me mente brofo. Emponi. Mente brofo kra. Mente brofo. Nemo relief there me say wakwa him. That is why when you look at the FIFA or see MAs have the option of using the funds to mitigate needs within the wider football community, such as by making payment to clubs or other stakeholders. Disbursement should be directed only where the subsequent recipient has been clearly demonstrated, blah, 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 blah. So, within your certain jurisprudence, any situation, say, if you because Maestro, you want football association, yeah, it be what you see. That's a statement of fact. Yeah. In fact, the FA could have even decided, say, we will give Division 1 more money than even the Premier. I don't know one can say 80% of the money. It's all a decision that they can take because if you're a dream, Division 1 for more because I'm here. Yeah. But of course, that was not going to happen because Premier for more analysis now. Yeah, you care more cost. Yeah. In terms of everything than a second tier division. And you know, near my SFF on make sure you. The reason why Koka, Abba, Amama for BP Equestrian now because there has not been clarity. There has not been clarity on why Black Stars, why under 15, why under 17, taking all this Sika from a FIFA fan, what relief or relief in any day?
Another school of thought cried a different argument about say, okay, now we FIFA sika crata da ho e guidelines are
but already what you know Roma. You see, you cannot approbate and reprobate. Okay, about national teams. People easily now are watching. Oh, the participation of national teams of all categories. National teams, you know, as a second of what CSA. The funding of national teams differs from jurisprudence and jurisdictions.
That's a Subebiane,
when universal communicate, you know, obey to me, and no sound line as a reason to say you have national teams.
And that is about Uchima, also FIFA Crata and buy national team woman. And no argument say anything or say national team.
I've had argument. Oh, say when the woman, the participation, of course, a woman. But you must ask yourself, say, in Nigeria, it is the Nigeria Football Association that pays the coaches.
Or is it the idea say establish say okay from now no or you scale their management from now I'm buying national teams to be man.
I wouldn't mean to mean Chester, but of course if FA led by Mr. Okreku we are so much to me renew ourselves off government, that would be a monumental achievement. I'm telling you, it will be a monumental.
That's the basis.
No, it will be a monumental achievement for its administration if we are able to wean ourselves of governmental subvention and support. But in the end, say the national team they are buying the Chiaka, are buying the Chiakotiska, are buying the Ewi. There are always reimbursement. We are told. And, you know, when we are making an analysis of national team, don't do it in isolation. Because elsewhere, national team no a federation the Chiaka coaches for. Krobo and Aban the Chiaka, they are not the same. It's in maybe a federation, Etia national team cano, or Casa or the Sesticano Eco Federation. It is in tandem. Yeah. It is in sync. That is why I am confused. About all the brouhaha and the uproar that has generated out of this is because I'm confused that the national team no is funded solely by the government of Ghana. If indeed there are other costs, FA4 no is borne by the FA. The FA must tell us.
Okay.
These are the issues that the FA should be able to come forth. Now, on
the face of the pink sheet here, meaning say BBN. Now, because here appear a secret.
So I'm only trying to make the point because Mati that point, you know, but that point has been trumpeted for the past 2 days. Now, a woman, national teams, a woman. Yes, it is true, a woman because a year, different to me, Concoye, a communique for Africa. No, I communicate for Oceania. No, I communicate for Europe. No, I communicate for North America. CONCACAF. They obey universal communicate. But universal communicate, obey situation. Because our situations are not the same. Our situations, as compared to other countries and other jurisdictions, are not the same.
But Patrick, before this particular COVID-19 relief fund, FIFA Hobano, now the GFA proposal to government say and call man stimulus package. Abra government nema SMEs ni bi a stimulus package. Among for a argument say a kwanya krata de FIFA de hu efi ni chesika yi. Ahwe abebo aban hu say and I come and for a crate any who the any I had a clubs in point maybe. That ultimately supported that argument.
Oh, you know,
was maybe an abayan fan de na almost kwan amofa so chemudie en tokwa meje me rejected kata da ho yese clubs I don't know they akoshe ha. This argument bit may affect aban stimulus package.
And you know, me happy with the uproar. Me happy with the misunderstanding. Sometimes very vile attacks because a buffon maybe because in Chechemunu said that may it in Abia with time say FA4 no engage the various blocks Division 1 engage Premier Division no more explanation na mafu say eto asoma I said be nyina e badwen before people will simmer down and to asum MI so na me cha de sika na say MI.
Yeah, am I by Tatu? Say about saying the so it can be reviewed. It can be reviewed because see creating this impression in the eye of public say and it creates a certain image deficit as football enterprise in the eyes of government. Because Usha Haramkrana was say where see in principle of transparency and non-discrimination
should be applied. Yes,
should be applied. And can we say FNI very transparent in this regard?
It's subjective. It's subjective because, you know, on the face value, on the face of the pink sheet,
and with this FIFA guideline,
no, it's difficult to pass a judgment. After, I'll make a more informed decision and make definitive claim after our meeting with the FA on Wednesday, after our meeting with our reps on Wednesday, because ABI it looks 17,000, 15,000. I'll make it to them. Because he, you know, me ahead of Obi Obama explanation. Me because I want to understand why the national team. I want to understand.
They are still misunderstanding.
Yes, so that is why I'm saying. Maybe what that meeting nebakoye no. ABI no will bring clarity. Say Antiasia will issue a statement. Say Antiasia on this money. The next phone come back. Committee no more chance, you know. Around the Macado no.
Yeah.
Calculator no. Say na cash you amu
scientific
scientific there no. I don't understand the issue about media capacity building. What is media capacity building? Because is it online? Is it TV? Say TV.
That issue no there.
Is it radio? Because one, you can't tell me someone is going to come work.
No, but what can't say that particular manifesto numa of career secretary. What show a manifesto promise and also be use swag as a vehicle or a tool to do that seminar. So definitely swag now got the
first of all, no.
Yeah, well, just 3 minutes to wrap up.
Yeah. You can't use swag. Swag is an association. Open adjoining. I'm a journalist. I'm not a member of swag.
Okay.
Maybe in future I'll be a member of swag. But now as I'm a member of swag. So are you saying I don't deserve capacity building? If indeed that's the intent, like are you saying say me Patrick Akoto, I don't deserve capacity building? Every day we are building that capacity.
Last name.
Huh? Are you saying say because I'm not a member of swag, it I don't deserve capacity building? It's problematic. Let's allow institutions, swag, any the media organizations who have responsibility to their staff or someone build up capacity. They themselves, because we want multimedia is well vested enough, it has the capacity to build the capacity of multimedia. Has the capacity to build the capacity.
That's exactly so.
So I am the managing editor of Ghana Soccer Net. Ghana Soccer Net should be able to build if I want to do journalism. A difference here, Sesikano, I'm demand the GFA communication team. I will have no problem.
Okay.
To build and improve on the communication department of the GFA. I think that is where the money should go, but not to the media.
Okay.
How are you going to quantify it?
Okay.
How are you going to even control it? Obi any inside will be.
Very well.
Obi any answer will be. But the fact that me a member of swag no does not mean say my capacity should not be enhanced. Absolutely not. Because swag no and you good.
Okay. Okay, Mate.
It goes to the opera.
Oh John. Mate, me da sepa na.
By force.
Justice by force. Justice then $2,000 when I'm quoting.
By force.
By force. Absolutely. Justice blade 2,000 when I'm quoting. You wrap up we are and sign out.
You quote figure.
I'm quoting $200,000.
You quote figure.
Koto kwa ba ho.
You gusu kasa.
Mate so ma ba ho.
You gusu kasa.
Obinya bo.
You gusu kasa.
Sa.
You gusu kasa.
Mo ka ti wo so.
You gusu kasa.
Ana somebody be ma wo mako free.
But what I do know is that play the value is huge.
More than $200,000.
The value is huge.
Equivalent to $200,000.
Justice Blair's value is huge. You need to break the bank to get the best player in this country.
You buy or you sell a good player and buy a better player.
You will need to break a bank to get a player cast in the mold and the stature of the midfield maestro, the supremo.
Mate. To God be the glory. That's the end of our story for today. Patrick Akoto, a special guest, a communication director, Mediama Sporting Club. Yamfanchia, Modema, my brother, Pusha. Yes, sure, say China, Poleno, Moses Ama Paka, and the Hila. But yes, sorry, so next week, Sami Okuto, and I am a director, the Biano, ototo niema emajumedi no ekabehwe na fe Sergio Manucho the extraordinaire wono enso eye mi producer Crosby D'Souza eye mi sound engineer na fe camera crew no David Amoa na fe Emmanuel Ejekum omunyina etimi eboy ene de ensem de by the staff of Sehui is listening to you live eno eye nkoma no so etimi abeto ha ede ensem nyina eba sansuna eye osei SB the barrister wono general secretary maso agose or bastidi asisia he say be fireworks e harmo we did obi kwaku Andy until same time next week peace and blessings aka obia.